Then the guilty person is absolutely in custody, said the marquise. Nay, dear mother, say the accused person. You know we cannot yet pronounce him guilty. He is in safe custody, answered Villefort, and rely upon it, if the letter is found, he will not likely to be trusted abroad again, unless he goes forth under the especial protection of the headsman. And where is the unfortunate being? Asked Renée. He is at my house. Come, my friend, interrupted the marquise. Do not neglect your duty to linger with us. You are the king's servant, and must go wherever that service calls you. Oh, Villefort, cried Renée, clasping her hands and looking towards her lover with piteous earnestness. Be merciful on this day of our betrothal. The young man passed round the side of the table where the fair pleader sat, and leaning over her chair, said tenderly, To give you pleasure, my sweet Renée, I promise to show all the leniency in my power. But if the charges brought against this Bonapartist hero prove correct, why, then, you must really give me leave to order his head to be cut off. Okay, well, not much gray area with Villefort there. He's just, he's gonna off with his head. We did learn that he is the, what was it said? King's servant. He's the king's servant. I don't know if that's just kind of a colloquial way of saying that he serves the king in his role, but yeah, he is called off on his day of his wedding. And it was said a couple episodes ago, too, that, like, he never gets a moment's rest in this position, even on the day of his wedding. And Renée continuing to plead for mercy. I'm hoping for Dante's sake that she gets through to him. But that brings us to almost the end of chapter 6. Tomorrow will be the final episode, and I always like to mention it in case you want to think about it. You can think about it if you want to. You can get access to the story-only audio of this really mispronounced chapter of the Count of Monte Cristo over at our podcast network's Patreon, which is patreon.com/gruntworkpod. I'm putting out the entirety of that chapter's story-only audio. That means none of my commentary. What I'm saying right now, you won't hear, into a single chapter file that you can go and listen to. They're good for like recaps, or if you just want to listen to the story straight through, you can do that by becoming a patron over at patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Your contributions really go to helping keep all of the shows on the network alive. We are artist-owned. We are ad-free. I think you'll notice 84 episodes in, you haven't heard an ad on the show, maybe on autoplay coming from a previous show that led into this show, or even after this, going into another show, there's an ad. Those aren't ours. This is a little ad-free sanctuary. Everything on the Gruntwork Podcast Network is ad-free. We want to keep it that way. So all of your contributions go a long, long way for as little as $1 a month, but it's a pay-what-you-will system. We really appreciate it. And you know what? I'm going to, I'm committing to this right now on air, and you can't stop me. I'm going to do a little crossover, little bonus content crossover. Our other show, Movie Memory Machine, did an episode in season 1 for the movie from 2020 called Gretel and Hansel. I'm going to do a bonus episode or 2 for all of you where I read the Gretel and Hansel stories, or the Hansel and Gretel stories. What we discovered on that show, on that episode, was that, yes, there's the obvious Grimm's fairy tale version of Gretel and Hansel and Gretel, sorry. And that the Grimm brothers actually wrote more stories about a Hansel and a Gretel. Are they the same? There's no connective tissue. They weren't weaving together a, connected universe the way that everything is nowadays. But I'm going to go and read those over there. And if you like the story stuff, you got more bonus content for joining patreon.com/gruntworkpod. So go over and do that. And, the more subscribers we get, the more cool bonus content I could do in the future. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. We really appreciate you being here. I'll see you here tomorrow for the end of Chapter 6. Thank you and goodbye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.